Hey y'all, my name is Elise. Welcome back to this channel. Thank you all for viewing, commenting, liking, and subscribing to this channel. Thank you all so much. With that being said, let's get straight into it. So I got permission from my twin to tell his story, but what I want to talk about is how delay is not denial. What seems to be a demonic delay at the end of the day, no matter what it is all going to work out for your good. And so what seemed to be a demonic delay in my twin brother's life actually set me up for an appointed time later on in life. So my brother was held back early on in our school education. I believe he was held back in the first grade. And for whatever reason, this teacher did not like my brother. My brother's teacher did not like him. It wasn't because he couldn't do the work. He didn't fail because he couldn't do the work. That was the part about it. He did not fail because he couldn't do the work. It was something demonic with this teacher that he had. And my mom went up to the school, and everybody went up to the school. Everybody fought for my brother to go back, to go into the next grade, to go to the second grade with me, because first of all, he's a twin. So we're in first grade at the time, and they're trying to hold him back. And he has a twin sister. Like, this can really disrupt his self-esteem. And the principal told my mom at the time, he's going to be okay. I'm a twin too. I believe he was held back. I believe he had told my mom that he was held back. He had a twin and he was held back. My brother's going to be okay. Look at him. He's a principal today, right? But I really do believe that my brother's teacher was a witch. I still remember her name. I still remember what she looked like. And I just remember something was very off about this woman, right? And, you know, they held him back in the first grade. And so I went on to the second grade. But all throughout our school history, my brother had problems with the students for whatever reason. And he had a lot of problems with different teachers for whatever reason. I did not have those problems. The teachers loved me. The teachers loved me, and they couldn't stand my brother. It was the weirdest thing. Or the students didn't really care for my brother, but I kind of had favor with them. I don't know. It was strange. It was different. It was strange. I had never seen anything like it. And to this day, I don't think I've ever heard of anything like the dynamic me and my brother had going to school together. So he always said that we were going to get back in our right grade together, and we were going to graduate high school together. And we believed him. Like, my mama and me and my daddy, like my sister, we all believed that he was going to get back in his right grade. But we didn't know when, we didn't know how, but we believed him. Like, he was very adamant that we were going to, you know, graduate together. We were going to get back in our right grade. He was going to get put back in his right grade. So my brother was demonically delayed 7 years. And we ended up moving out of state during my 8th grade year in school. And my brother was in 7th grade. I was in 8th grade. And we ended up moving out of state, and we stayed out of state for 7 months, right? And so the high school that I wanted to go to, I had to take a test for. Well, I couldn't take the test now because I am out of state. I didn't know I was coming back home. I didn't know I was coming back to the state I live in, but God knew, apparently. Anyway, so we came back home that June. We came back home, and I had started planning my life out at 10 years old. I knew what middle school I was going to. I knew what high school I was going to. I knew what college I was going to. I knew how many kids I was going to have. I had planned my life out starting at 10 years old. Well, we come back to the state that we live in. It's time to go to 9th grade. Well, what school do I go to? Because I can't go to the school that I originally wanted to, because I wasn't here to take the test to get into that school. I for sure wasn't going to the school around the corner from where we were living at the time, because I don't want to go there. And I definitely wasn't going to the other school where I knew I was going to know a lot of people at, because I had said early in elementary school, I didn't know nothing about that school. The only thing I knew about this particular high school was that my brother had a friend, my older brother had a friend that drowned in the pool at that high school, and it was known to be bad and things like that. I knew I wasn't going there. Let me tell you how God worked it all out. Let me tell you how God ended up working out this demonic delay in my brother's life. And it set me up for a divine appointment in my own life. We had no idea about it, right? So my brother, we're back here. It's time to start school. He's in the 8th grade. I'm in the 9th grade. But for whatever reason, I'm not in school. I still to this day don't remember why I started school so late, but I did. Let me just tell you how good God is. So my brother said he spent 30 seconds as an 8th grader, and God will promote you in the face of your enemies. Remember, I said my brother never really had good relationships with the students or with various teachers. And he said he did 30 seconds in 8th grade, and they announced over the intercom his name and that he was going to the 9th grade and the high school that he was going to. And so he said, everybody, how you going to the 9th grade? You 13 like us. How you going to the 9th grade? And no, I'm 14. And I'm supposed to be in high school. My twin sister is in high school. And so he said they all gave him a hug and things like that, right? For those of you who do not know, I'm not into angel numbers or anything like that. This is strictly biblical numbers. You can look it up for yourself. 7 represents completion, right? 7 represents completion. Remember, I said my brother was demonically delayed. So we thought, for 7 years. When he got promoted in the presence of his enemies to 9th grade, he was 14 years old. 14 represents deliverance. Deliverance, right? Meanwhile, I'm somewhere at home, not in school for whatever reason. I don't know. This was all God. So my brother, the day he went to 8th grade, I went to go register for the neighborhood high school, even though I didn't want to go. But I'm like, I have to go to school somewhere. I have to go to school somewhere. So I could have went to the high school that I had swore as a child that I was never going to, because I knew I was going to know a lot of people there. The neighborhood high school from where I lived at, I knew I wasn't going to know anybody. And so I went and I signed up for school. When I came home, my brother was home telling me how he got promoted to the 9th grade. So we're all happy, we're excited, this. Oh, I just signed up to go to this high school. Literally the same day I signed up to go to that high school. Oh no, I'm not going to that high school. I'm going to the high school with Donnell. Me and him, we going to the same schools together. Like, here it is. Me and my twin, we're back in the same grade. Mind you, we hadn't been in the same grade with each other since the 1st grade. Now we're in the 9th grade and we're finally in the same grade again. I'm excited. I'm happy. Bump what I said before. I'm going to that high school. I'm going to know people. My brother's going to be there. It's going to be all good. Plus, I was going to have to catch 2 buses to school. But it's all good because my brother going to that school, because he tried to register for the school that I had already registered to go to, and it was too full. It was too full. Look how God is working, right? I registered to go there. My brother, unbeknownst to the both of us, is getting promoted to the 9th grade. His records are sent to that high school, the neighboring high school of the middle school that he was attending. And he comes home, he tell me that I'm in 9th grade, we're in the same school together, we're in the same grade again, this. I'm going to go to register to go to school with you. Okay. He tried to do it. They were full. Bump that. We going to the other high school. We going to the school where your records was already sent. Okay. So let me tell you how the enemy, the devil, thought he was doing something. The enemy thought he was doing something when he demonically delayed my brother 7 years, right? The enemy thought he was doing something when we were uprooted and moved out of state, unbeknownst to him, for only 7 months. Here it is. He thought he was, detouring all of our lives. He thought he was detouring my life, detouring my brother's life, detouring my sister's life. I'm not even talking about my parents. I'm talking about the children. He thought, because mind you, I had my life planned out, right? My life was already planned. And here it is. He thought he was detouring my life by uprooting me and moving me out of state. Oh, she can't fulfill destiny this way because she's out of state. But unbeknownst to him, God set it up where we only have to stay out of state for 7 months. Come back here, boom, my brother is promoted. My brother is put back in his right grade. Okay, boom. Now we at the same school together. We're in the same grade. We're at the same high school together. Boom. The very first day that I walked through the doors, I saw my homegirl, who I hadn't seen since the 4th grade. Hey, Elise. And I said her whole name. Is that you? Is that you? So what am I saying? Yes, delay can seem like denial, but it is not. Sometimes you could plan your whole life out and God will disrupt your plans and bring you in alignment with his plan. Mind you, I ended up at a high school where I had written off as a child I would never go there. And God set it up. He set up my brother's delay and my resistance to go to this high school. For whatever reason, God knows, I think I know too, but I'm not going to talk about it. But for whatever reason, God had to make sure that I went to that high school. I had to make my divine appointment at this high school that I did not want to go to. And things happen throughout our life and we do not understand. I was telling my brother about it today before I started making this video, and I just ran back everything that happened in his life and my life, and how I ended up having a divine appointment at that high school. And he go, Elise, I didn't even think about it like that. I didn't even know that. I said, yeah. I said, you see how good God is? What brought you so much heartache for so many years, it had to happen because we both ended up having to make it to that high school. Something years later, over 10 years later, well, 7 years later, it had to happen. It had to happen that way. Even though it was hard, he shed many tears, many heartaches, many heartbreaks of this delay and it was all working out for his good. It was all working out for his good. You know, a delay in my life, another delay in my life, where I was delayed graduating from college. Like, you know, the standard is you graduate from college in 4 years. Well, I was delayed, 2 years graduating college because I couldn't pass a math class. But could it be that I could have looked at it as demonic delay? God, why I can't pass this class? Why I can't pass this math class? This don't make sense to me. I've never faced anything like this before. Never. Like, why can't I pass this class? Maybe it was because I had a divine appointment. Because if I would have graduated on time, and there's really no such thing as graduating college on time, because I had classes with, you know, people way, way, way older than me. So it's not a such thing as graduating college on time. You graduate college when you graduate college. It's no race, it's no thing, but the standard is 4 years. And at the time, after I graduated, I had a job that I hated, that had ended up growing to hate this job. And my friend called me to tell me about a job that was hiring. The thing is, I had been trying to get in on the corporate side of this particular job for years. I was trying to get an internship for years, and I kept being denied the internship. And then my friend called and told me they were hiring on the blue collar side. Okay, well, I'll apply. My friend didn't apply, but I did. And they kept sending me emails, keep checking, we still have you in consideration for the job. You know, I think like a year had passed, and they finally called me for the job, and I ended up getting the job. And my friend who called to tell me about the job did not apply for the job. This was all set up by God, right? I wasn't supposed to get a job on the corporate side. I wasn't supposed to get a job on the white collar side. I was supposed to be right where I got the job at in the time I had got the job. If I would have graduated college on time, I probably would never have been set up for the position that I'm in right now. Everything works out for our good. Everything works out for our good. Things that we feel like we're being delayed in, things that we feel like we're being denied in, when you sit back and you look at it, it was all working out for your good. God was working behind the scenes, even though it didn't seem that way. He was working behind the scenes. Could it be that demonic delay, what seems to be a demonic delay, is just setting you up for that divine appointment? Think about it that way. Think about anything in your life that you're being delayed in, or that you were delayed in. Could it be that demonic delay, that delay is setting you up for your divine appointment? Could it be that that marriage that you're waiting on, that you feel like you're being demonically delayed in, is just setting you up for that divine appointment? It wasn't meant for you to get married when you was 25, like I thought. It wasn't meant for you to be married at 25. It's meant for you to be married at whatever age you're getting married at, or you married at. If you're getting married to the right person, if you're married to the right person. We don't understand the ways of God. And if you're living your life for God, He's going to do a lot of things in our life that we don't understand, but it's not for us to understand. But He know what He's doing, and as He's doing it, or when He do it, then you can finally sit back and appreciate everything He's done in your life. Everything that He does is for your good. You might not understand it. You might even get mad at it sometimes, but it is all for your good. If God is working on your behalf, it's all going to work out for your